Hello, good evening. Welcome to Front Row Racing Reserves tonight here in warm Spain. We're looking forward to our race. My apologies for starting a bit late tonight. We had a few server issues, but hopefully they are resolved tonight. So without further ado, let's have a look at the drivers who are driving for us tonight. On the Mercedes, we got Temp Fear, looking to have a shot at the win tonight. And Ferrari, we got Shumi Garcia, a respected world driver who we've seen a lot of times today. We got Coming to Getja, a really great driver, and I'm sure he's going to have a look at the win. We got Slimbo Dude. I'm not really familiar yet with him, but we'll see what he can do. In the Williams, we got Formula One Luke and GT5 King. And then in the Sahara Force India Formula 1 team, we got M. Doran, a fast driver. Let's see what he can do tonight. For excuse me, for Scuderia Toro Rosso, we got Fletcher Boy, 7-7, and SBL Malikakec. SBL Malikakec, we saw him a lot of times already in front row racing. I'm sure he's going to put down a great result tonight. On the Haas F1 team, we got Danny Railton and RDB. Danny Railton still reserved, but I think he is happy to move up to the series or the championship if he's ready for it. RDB, we all know him. Let's go. On the McLaren team, we got Serta Karatepe, a really fast driver, and on Sauber, we've got Saisen no Kaifu, a fellow Dutchman, and I hope he's going to get a great result. But tonight I'm not alone. I've got with me Tarek, also known as F1 Roadrunner, and Breaking Clays. I've got with me. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Good evening.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year as well, and to our viewers. So guys, let's not chat too long. Let's go and send these boys out to the racetrack.
Okay, the first race in 2018. Sorry, I'm still living in 2017.
Yeah, I've noticed today that I typed in a lot of 2017 on my keyboard, to be honest. But I hope that will resolve in the next few days.
Yeah, hopefully. So Ethan, what are your expectations for today?
Well, I don't really know most of the drivers from the World Series, of course, but I do know a lot from Temfear and SBL. They are just one of the quick drivers that I know from racing. Forgot what to say.
That's alright.
Do you think we're gonna see some strategy mix up here, 2 stops or 1 stop, depending on the weather, of course?
Who knows? Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
So what
But
about?
yeah,
I'm
think
expecting
most
some
of us
rain.
will- Yeah,
Rain?
I think so.
It can rain in Spain. And as a Dutchman, I always hope for rain. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but it always mixes it up, mixes it up, and makes things more exciting. But I don't know if all drivers agree with me, to be honest.
It's very
Yeah.
rare that we see a rain in Barcelona, but we could be very lucky if we actually have a race. No, not race, sorry. If we have a rain for this race.
I think we're gonna see some wet conditions. That's my expectation. We're gonna see now.
Yeah, shall we have a look at the?
It's dry.
It's dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
Also for the race.
Actually, I'm not in the pit, so I can't see the weather in the pit.
Right.
Somebody should have stayed in the pit.
That will be. I think that we can learn from for the next time that we will do that. So right now, let's go on board with Formula One Luke and to see what he can do today.
Formula One lead. Okay. Actually, he's the first one on an outlap in Williams.
Yeah.
Now there are a couple of tricky.
First one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there are a couple of tricky corners over here, especially turn 3 and turn 8, the blind turn 8. I think it's turn 8 or turn 9. I don't know. Tire management is really tricky, especially on the rears. What do you think, guys?
I think the drivers need to be careful on also on the left front. Of course, on sector 1 you got that long sweeping right-hander, and from personal experience, that's a bit of a tricky tire for me to not push too hard to not kill it after a good stint of fast driving.
Yeah, but
yeah, I think for these tires, for this track, if you really want to do a lap on the softs, I think you have to take it easy after you've done a lap or two.
So,
yeah,
Tarek,
now, yeah.
would you be comfortable to talk us through the lap of Formula 1 Loop?
Let me jump on board with him. And now he goes down the long straight, going to turn 1. It's a bit twitchy on the straight. Heavy braking zone, late braking going into 4th gear, going to turn 2, early going into turn gear 5, 6, short shifting, trying to keep a bit of a wheel spin on the rear. Going into turn 4 now. He's doing good, but no, I think he went on the gas and lost some decent time there. But his traction is a bit good, going out of corners. Now we're gonna see if he's gonna go flat out, going out of turn. The first the fast right-hander. No, a bit of a lift. He's not confident on those tires yet.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of risk on those tires. We saw him going off. Excuse me. Going off a bit on his tires, but yeah, I don't think it will be poor. But if he can manage to do a second run, then I hope it will be a bit more favorable for him.
Yeah, if you didn't get your tires up to temperature on the outlap, I think you can do 2 attempts on a softs on this track.
So we saw a 119.
Meanwhile, watching Danny Wheelton head into the final corner, he took a bit of a reasonable lap, but as he's went across the line, he is about to do 1:20.6.
Good times, but slow yet. I believe we should see something in the mid-18s, low 18s. We're still far. I think the guys are maybe just testing waters, not pushing the fuel mix, not mentioning any fuel mix. But so Sertag scores a provisional pole and 19.5. Still of the pace.
Can you guys have a look who is doing a flyer right now? To be honest, I'm on board right now with Danny Wheelton, who is doing a second flying lap. I think it might be a bit cautious on his first one to warm his tires. He's locking up just a tiny bit, and I'm sorry, I just have to cough. Tara, can you cover for me for Danny Wheelton?
Okay, he actually in sector 2 he bettered his lap time by 2/10. Oh, and he's catching traffic in the last chicane. It's a bit tricky on the exit on this last penultimate corner. I think he's gonna better his time, but what I see the guy very late on DRS. Maybe they're missing the activation, because in 2017. The activation of the DRS is a bit earlier than previous years, so maybe that's causing them to lose a bit of time. It's time for free.
Yeah, it's valuable time that you have to utilize to make the most of your lap. Okay, you guys have a look who's doing some pumping laps.
Just watching Fletcher Boy, he's right across the line on this lap. He improved his time, a 1:20.3. He's still in 9th place, but I'm pretty sure he's going to do a better time as he is heading to turn 2, making the most out of the track there, as he is, of course, heading to turn 3.
I have a feeling the guys are starting on a wet setup because the times are still a bit slow. We should see something in the mid 18s. We should.
That's interesting. So because we are all spectating, we can't really have a look at the weather. So it's all a bit. It's still exciting for us to what is going to happen in the race. So. You know, personally, I experienced last time on Russia in our race in the championship that I mean, for the race it was wet till dry, so everybody was uncomfortable on the setup.
Shumi Garcia is on a fast lap. He's bettering his time by like a tenth. He's in the last sector.
Yeah, I'm on him. Sorry.
Yeah. Those sausage curbs are a bit tricky in the last chicane. If you jump over them, you'll lose the wheel. That's definitely.
Well, it's a really good time from Shumi Garcia jumping to third position. I think he will be happy with that to start a bit near the front, but I think we can expect a few more runs from the guys running. You guys are pulling out to their outlap. At the moment I'm going on board with Sertec Karatepe, who is just started his outlap.
I think if you could jump into your fellow Dutchman, he's a reserve Sertec,
Yes.
He's a championship driver, so we're interested in the reserve guys. So if you jump on board him because he's gonna start, he's going into the last checking now and he's gonna start fast lap. Maybe Ethan, can you take us through his lap? Ethan?
Oh, sorry, I was watching.
No, it's just if you can jump on board with Saison Nokifu. Oh, he went deep.
Sorry, is it Formula 1 Luke?
No,
Saison.
he's 13th. He's in last place.
Yeah, sorry for the little delay there. Yeah, just on a 29 second sector 1. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so speechless.
It was a very loosey sector 1. I think he's gonna do a second one. He backed off.
Yeah. While we're on board with the Saison, I see a car in front of him weaving like there's no tomorrow. That was a funny sight. Is anyone on the fast one on the last sector or second sector?
Let me check out.
No, nothing yet.
And Doran, if you can jump on board with him because he didn't put a lap there yet.
Yes, I'm on board with him now. I'll guide us through him. He's I think he's driving on the pad. He's chopping away through the corners. I don't know if it makes him any faster, but I hope he is comfortable with it. Going to sector 2, chopping a left, chopping a right, and up the hill he goes. Nearly flat, opens the DRS to maximize his top speed on the back straight. So it's an interesting line. He went a bit deep, but cut back to the inside of the corner. I think it might.
Sorry, to interrupt there. Sertec Karatepe set the fastest lap, 119.1, which puts just under a tenth quicker than Tampere.
Oh, that's a really good time. So right now, Doran goes to the 7th time. To 19.5. Guys, if we look at the times for the top 7, these guys are really close.
Yeah. And the majority, if you could, the top 3 are championship drivers. It's Shumi Garcia who's on the reserve pole position, and he's in the mix. But it's Slim Badou also another reserve driver. He's less than a tenth slower than Shumi Garcia. think we got a race on our hands now.
It's ever so slightly. I mean, if you make one mistake, one corner, then you lose 4 places, maybe 5, maybe more. So it's nice to see that these guys are really equally matched.
Yeah, but I'm surprised nobody's crossing the 19th, so the 119.
Be 118.
I don't know that. Yeah, we should see something in the 18.
We could
Unless
see
I'm
it in the final. We could see them, however, in the final 2 seconds. So yeah, just have to wait and see.
We're just eager to
Or
find
maybe
out.
I'm fast. Or maybe I'm fast over here and I have a chance for a podium next week. You never know.
Yeah. We're just looking how everybody is doing, their calling, so we can get some advantage. Currently, I'm calling Slimbo do 2 and really wide on the DRS line on the back straight. He nearly clipped the gravel trap, but he luckily for him, he just escaped it. While Danny Railton gave up on putting in a better time. He's currently in P8. While we're with Slimbo Dude, eagerly waiting for him to cross the finish line. He can't put in a final lap. He's crossing the line with, he doesn't improve, but he is 1/10 down on his own time. Is anyone from the top runners putting in some fast laps?
No, I think
DD5 Kane just set a 119.14. He could beat Sartik's time. I think this could be Sartik's day.
Yeah, maybe, and the top 3 within 1/10.
Coming to get you is...
Shimi's on pole, 119.046.
Wow, well done.
Wow, we missed that.
So
This is something we haven't seen in a good while. Small drivers are taking on the big guys.
yeah, and have a look from the times from P1 to P5. Nothing between them.
Well, I'm hoping now for a dry race. This way we can see some
Fair.
racing.
10th and
118.7.
118th.
Hallelujah! Somebody in the 18.
We got a winner.
A miracle.
Yeah, we got a winner. Really well done.
Unfortunately, he's a former champion and he's a championship driver. He spoiled it for Shumi Garcia, but still Shumi is the reserves pole sitter, so good for him. He's in the mix. We'll see what he's gonna do in the race.
Oh yes.
Definitely.
So now.
Yeah, that's a long run to turn 1, so some slipstreaming, some late braking. I hope the guys take it safe. We'll see strategy-wise how it's gonna go.
Yeah. Let's hope we don't lose a third of the grid on turn 1. Or something like.
It's a wet start.
Oh really?
It's a wet start. This will be a very interesting race.
Wet, you say? Yes.
My wish was granted.
Ouch! That's why everybody
yes.
was in the 119s.
Ah,
Having a wet setup.
you're having a good eye to see that.
Come on, it's 119s in Spain.
Ah.
Actually, if Mr. Hamilton was around, he would have got something in 117. So.
Oh yeah, I know him. He's really
He's
fast.
your teammate. He should know.
Oh yes, yeah. He let's put it nicely. He is. Yeah, I'm the muscle of the team. All right, lights out. Let's go. 5 lights. We are off, and everybody is having a clean start. There is a bit of wheel spin at the back of the grid. No major incidents just yet, but I hope I'm not talking too soon. We're going up to turn 1. The Mercedes on the lead. There's a Williams having a peek and look. The Red Bulls are on a fight of their own.
Tenfier has missed a chicane at turn 2. The race leader has missed turn 2 in the chicane, so I think he might have to back off the throttle a bit.
When they're going 3 wide into turn 3 or turn 4, I can't remember. Ooh, this is a really messy start, but everyone is keeping their front wings on, which is an achievement in themselves. The Red
Oh,
Bulls.
sorry, one of the Haas missed his braking point. I think that was Danny Wilton. He hit the side of the Force India. I believe that was Doran. But they're still side by side, and I think Danny Wilton's going to move up the field already. And yes, he has.
Oh, and also the Red Bulls are having a scrap with all the cars that are that are around them. Oh, there's a Williams going really on the outside. They're sliding, but they're
Green to wheel headed to turn 12, is it? Turn 12?
it might be.
Turn 9. Yeah.
Shimi Garcia is having a good start. He's the leading user driver, but he's not. GT5 King is a championship driver. But as you can see, Tampere has pulled a decent gap.
Oh,
And
yes.
now Red Bull coming to get Yes, putting some pressure
And Red
on.
Bull's on the gravel.
And another one on the Ferrari.
The Red Bull is having a look, and behind them they are having a look as well. But to be honest, the Red Bull just gave up.
He's
I
off.
looked on my screen.
I need to check who that is. It's Slimbo Dude. Yeah, Slimbo Dude has gone wide out of the turn 1. So
Yeah,
quite
he's
unlucky
lucky.
for him, but let's hope he has a good recovery and comeback.
Oh yes, the race is still long. The race is the race is 33 laps. So let's hope he's got enough time to come back and have a fight to the front.
Yeah, if you can switch to the fight from third. From
Yeah,
third.
Yeah, I'm with her.
Less than a second. It's like a train.
Oh, the Red Bull is having
Coming
a
to
look
get you on the
Schumi.
inside of Shumi. I think they both touched, but coming to get you has managed to move up to third already. I think one of the Haas just overtook Force India, if I'm right.
Oh, it's just a train, yeah. Oh, they are
Yeah,
side
sure.
by side.
Yeah, Danny Wilton has overtook Doran. I think either that or just side by side.
Right, we're coming up to the straight. I thought I saw a Williams going really sideways, but I think they will manage to negotiate that corner. There's a Haas and there's Danny Wilton in the Ferrari. There's a Haas. There's of course India in the mix. I'm itching to have a
Doran
drive.
is now saying about taking the position back to Danny Wilton.
Yeah, and then the Racer is running with a damaged wing. His left end plate, front wing end plate is gone. So he's facing some downforce problems in these wet conditions, especially in cornering. So that's a good drive from him.
Oh,
Ali Kekek on the inside of Danny Wilton. They've both touched neck to neck. And it looks like Ali Kekek is going to overtake Danny Wilson for 5th, and he has. So that's a great
don't
move.
speak too soon.
for,
Don't speak too soon.
And Doran overtook him also. Danny Racer is running with the damaged front wing, so everybody will get him.
Oh, they go
That's
three
quite
right,
unlucky,
three right.
as he is losing places everywhere already.
Now Mali Kakic is on Shumi Garcia's. He's going into the last chicane. Will he get him on the straight? Will Shumi Garcia give him hard time? A reserve driver against a series driver. I think both they use assists, so we're gonna see what they're gonna do. Will Asliga do a lunge? Yes, very late on braking, nice move, but Shumi's not giving up, he's still on the inside. No, he lost it.
Yeah, and also Medikakis just gave him room to let him regain his position, but unfortunately Shumi Garcia didn't, wasn't able to get back at him. Really sportsmanship driving from Medikakis. Well done. Oh, there's
So-
a Force India just shoving it to.
Andorran and
to
Sumi, oh,
Yes, I think
Really?
he's going to give the position back up. I think he was a bit too generous. He did that
Yeah,
way
and-
wide.
and Formula Luke took advantage of that and overtook them both. That's a nice move. He has
Yes,
made
that
like
is.
6 places. Yeah.
Yeah, nice overtaking and the oh sorry, Shumi has hit the back of Danny Wilton. He has from rain damage, and I think he's going to retire. Yes, he has. Shumi has retired.
That's unfortunate for him.
Oh,
Oh, that's unlucky. Very unlucky.
Let's
Very
go back
sorry
into
for
the
him.
fight straight away to SBL Mali Kekach, who is having a look.
Oh,
at-
Susan has spun. Susan has spun.
carnage!
And
We're
he has
seeing
no front wing.
carnage! Carnage on the straight.
And the both Williams are off. Everybody's off. What's happening? Now turn 1, they're going 3 wide, 2 wide now.
I think they expected the game to the ghost the accident, and they just went straight. They didn't avoid the car, so they were tricked by the game. And he's got like a
have a look at Danny
penalty
Wilton.
now.
They're going 3 wide. Formula 1 look gets a 3-second penalty for corner cutting, and it may be frustration
retired.
as he retired from the session. But they're going 3 wide to the long right hander on sector 1. That was really great to watch that they can let each other live, although there was a bit of contact.
I just
Right.
realised GT5 King is down to 10th. Does anyone know what happened to him?
Probably went up in the mix somewhere.
He was running in second place, building a good gap to the top 3 guys. Sorry,
Right now,
below 3.
I'm having a look at RDB, who's having a fight with Fletcher Boy. Unfortunately, he isn't able to get a bit of traction on. So, who is going sideways? He's watching too much of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, but looking for him, really well done. He managed to save his sliding action. That was really great to see. Well, Danny Wilton is going into the pits to I think change his wing. We're on board with him now. He lost a bit of his front wing, to be fair.
Yes, it is a front wing damage.
Yes.
And he's going to stay in the intermediate tires.
Yeah.
And Doran is doing a good job. And Doran is still behind Caribbean Crush, and we know that Caribbean Crush is not an easy bait. He's a fast driver. So if Andorran is keeping up with him, then yeah, he has good pace.
Yes. So Andorran is a reserve driver. He is hunting down Caribbean Crush. That must make some good impressions for series and championship drivers if a seat is going to open up.
Caribbean has done well to recover now. He started from the back from the start of the race, and oh, I think I just seen a Haas going on the grass there. I think it was Haas. Yeah, it was RDP.
Yeah.
As he's fighting with GT5 King and Slimmel Dude, I believe.
Trying to go 3 wide to the tight sections, I approve.
Yeah, and I think GT5 King has just overtook RDP for 8th position. So I think GT5 King is now trying to move up the field now and recover well.
Fletcher Boy, jump onto Fletcher Boy. He's
Yes.
gonna put a move on
was
Sete
with him.
Karatete.
Yeah, and right behind them there's another fight, but we'll move to them in a bit. Let's watch this one first.
Fletcher Boy backed up. Setak is a championship driver, so Fletcher Boy is doing another good drive, like Andorran.
And another good fight going on between Slimmel-Dude and RDB. Slimmel-Dude has done the switchback on Danny Wilton, which he is struggling on those tires in the wet conditions. So Snowballdude has done well to overtake Danny Middleton.
Am I seeing correctly, or the rain is easing up?
No, the rain hasn't stopped yet.
No, it didn't stop, but it eased up a bit.
It's a bit less heavy. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, when we joined the track at the beginning of this broadcast, I thought, oh wow, that's a hard rain, and then I was surprised that the intermediates came on.
And the racing line is drying up also,
yes.
So we might see some dry action in the end.
Yeah, I see all kinds of drivers having a bit of a drift, so they might be struggling with the tire temperatures in their tires if the track is drying up.
Either that or the tire wear. Well, I think it could be both.
Ooh, Fletcher Boy went wide. So
doesn't seem much action going on, so I think we're now in peace mode, as we should call it.
Yeah, all the GT5 King is behind Fletcher Boy. We have the question of the day in the meantime. If the guys watching are interested to know about it.
Yes.
I'm a fan of F1 history, so most of my questions are about F1 history. So if you're young driver, you might find it hard to not Google the answer. The question is, I'm sure everybody knows Jim Clark, and he's a two-time world champion, Formula One world champion. When was Jim Clark's last win? In which month?
So to clarify, we're not looking for a specific year, but more the month only, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's a good question. Because the last win can be any month, right? Well, maybe not January or something, but yeah, last win might be a bit of random. So I don't know.
We can drop a bonus question if they want, and on which track also.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's also a good one. Right.
Okay, I see only a fight between GT5 King and Fletcher Boy.
Yeah, I have to cut you off. Go to Snowballdude. He is having a really look at GT5 King. GT5 King had a shocking exit out of the last corner. Where he is having a look, but he can't quite do it. GT5 King is going really defensive. Turn 1. Excuse me, I have a bit of itchy throat, let's say. GT5 King opens it up. Let's see if Snowballdude can take advantage of that, going into the next corner.
Side by
side. Yeah, side by side. Nice driving, guys.
I think
And
GT5
side by
King going to
side.
have the upper hand as he has the inside line. And yeah, GT5 King is still in 8th place.
Snowballdude seems to brake a little bit early. So, I mean, GT5 King is a really experienced driver, really fast as well. So no shame for Snowballdude just yet. He might have a chance if GT5 King is fighting with Fletcher Boy, who is going really defensive. We're having a nice view from the first row being behind
The boy on the outside has a brave move there, and he's made it work. Great move for GT5 King.
Really well done.
Yeah, but Fletcher Boy didn't give up yet.
So I think
Oh!
he missed the apexer. I'm not sure if he's going to get the position back. And, oh dear! Oh, that's not going to end up planned.
He will not be happy with that.
The three of us. Oh, and he left the section. That's a
He
shame.
might be a bit
Ambitious.
Well, Danny Wilson picks up a corner, got a penalty. Snowballdude just got inspired by GT5 by cutting the corner. And he now faces the gearbox of RDB in the meantime.
And meanwhile, there's a battle for 8th between RDB and Snowballdude.
Yeah, we're on
Snowballdude. Oh, you're on, sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I
But
thought
thanks
you wanted
for
with someone
thanks.
else.
We have the same vision for where the good fights are. That's a good thing that we have as a team.
At least that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, let's call it like that. In the meantime, we're on board with Slimbo, who is putting on the pressure. He's even going on the inside. Can he make it stick? Ooh, there's a bit of contact. Is he in front? Is he in front? Yes, he is in front. But who's breaking the late? Who's breaking at the latest point? He's going a bit wide. He has a better traction. Can he make it stick? He has the inside line. RDB is going a bit wide. He has the inside line again. RDB needs to go wide. Oh, he's going over the side script. It's just going well. It's really great driving, guys. Well done.
I think Slimbo's gonna do a Verstappen move.
They're both
Meanwhile, there's a
sliding.
battle for third going on between Malikekek and Caribbean Crush. Caribbean is closing the gap to Kekek. So, hoping that Caribbean Crush can have a good podium position.
Are you guys seeing all these drifting cars? It didn't lag, right? I mean, everybody is having a bit of fun in these weather conditions.
Yeah, it's tricky to keep your rear end in shape in slick conditions, especially if you go off the racing line to cool up your tires.
So we're now on
22 laps to go.
Yeah, I was just mentioning the same thing. 11 laps. We might see a bit of difference between a 2 and a 1 stop. I mean, if a 2 stop is on the cards, we might see some pit stops right now, or in the next few laps.
Slimbo is put a... Oh... RDB had a moment at turn 8, but he caught his car before going into the wall. Slimbo was very careful not to crash into him, so he had a chance to overtake him, but he backed up. So fair driving by Slimbo.
So we might have another look on the pit straight while you guys have a look at Caribbean Crush, who is raking in the gap. Then I'll have a look on Slimbo Dude in the meantime.
Yeah, because RDB had a very bad exit from the last chicane, and Slimbo is there playing it careful behind him. I don't know, he's not trying to pull a daring move like a Verstappen move. He's driving like a Raikkonen.
Well, maybe it might be down to setup.
And there's a tease ring for RDB to force him to make a mistake, probably.
Yeah, in these conditions you might take a bet on that one.
Meanwhile, Fletcher Boyd's in the pits.
Alright.
First natural stop, I think he's going for a 2-stop strategy.
Yep.
I think that's the AI of Fletcher. Fletcher left the session.
Oh, yeah, good call. You know, I was on board with the Caribbean Crush, and while he locked up his tires almost look like half a squig. They look really worn. So, might be wise to have a bit of a gamble. I mean, if I'm looking at it right now, the left side on his left tire is half an inter, and the right side is a slick. Might be faster if it's drying up.
Alright, here we go now. I think Caribbean Crush is going to make a move on SBL Malikekek. He's going to try and go on the outside, but no, haven't made the move yet.
Well, it's not done yet. Is he going for the switchback? He needs to grip now. Sliding through the line of Malikekek. He's covering him off. It's really tight, really tight. He needs to brake late. No, he doesn't dare. He goes really wide and hopes Malikekek goes wider than he does.
I'm still looking at Slimbo Dude and RDB. He still wouldn't have a second with him, and RDB is going off of the racing line maybe to cool up his tires. So I think in sector 1 it's a bit drier than other sectors.
We might see some changes for drives, but looking at the actual rain, you wouldn't dare, I think.
No,
I mean,
it's still early for dries, but
yeah.
the racing line is a bit drier than the offline and those intermediates. If you overheat them, you're gonna lose grip. So, Slimbo pulls the move now. He overtakes RDB. Nice move. RDB had a very bad exit from turn 8, and now he's going side by side with Slimbo. No, he gave him the position. Slimbo.
SPL Malikakak's in the pits and he crashed.
Oh!
Malikakak has crashed. I don't know what happened there. And he's still going with 3 wheels.
And that's the first?
On the entry? He crashed on the end at the entry.
Yeah.
He crashed.
Well, I'm curious to see what his pit crew is going to do. If he's getting a new wheel.
Oh, I wonder how this is gonna turn out.
Is he getting a new... He's getting a new wheel.
Yes!
But it's not on his car.
Yeah. This seems weird.
Oh, it's oh, it's not... It's
He's back on
retired.
track.
Oh, my screen's retired.
No,
Physics.
That was funny. No, it's a bit unfortunate for a fight for P3, to be honest, but that was funny to see. Not for him, of course. It's really unfortunate, but yeah, too bad it's happened to him. Hopefully he is a bit more careful while we see a Force India going really wide on the exit.
I think we'll have only 3 reserve drivers left. So it's Endoran, Slimbadud, and Danny Railton. So the podium for reserves is done.
So we can finish, right?
No, that's
a joke.
Exactly. I was just about to say that there.
Yeah, we can just black flag the race for heavy rain and then we'll do the reviews now. That's a joke, of course. Well, M. Doran and Serta Karatepe are going to the pits at the same time.
Fear went to mediums.
And he doesn't crash unlike Malikakak.
I told you guys that the track is drying. Fear is the first to go on the mediums. Now coming to get you on the hard.
Ooh. Do we need to go to
Well,
the
this
hard?
seems interesting. The rain hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah, in Spain you might still see some spills of rain coming down, but the track would dry up faster than that, and the racing line drives fast. And you have Amdoran. I see Amdoran. Who's on socks? I see a car on socks. RDB is on socks.
Yeah, RDB's on soft.
Can he take them to the end?
Danny Wilson is going really sideways. He's drifting through. He's losing it almost. He almost took out Serta Karatepe. I'm sure he's not happy with his tires. I don't know if he just grabbed them, but they are not giving him any grip whatsoever.
Yeah, the socks would heat up faster than the mediums.
Did you see, guys? Carragher being crashed his blade past Slimbo. The Slimbo is still in the inters and he has no grip at all. He is letting everybody pass right now. He is in a really bad spot to be in.
Yeah,
if he comes in right now, he still has a good chance of having a good race result. If he doesn't, then this race will be good.
Yeah, I can't imagine that he will do anything else. I mean, he's slipping and sliding and being a Japanese tuner, he is doing anything to show off his drifting skills. He's going into the pits ever so cautiously.
So we've got like Danny Railton and Slimbadud. Slimbadud is in the pits.
Yes.
Which tires he's going to mediums?
Mediums.
Mediums or softs?
No, and Matthew, he's on the mediums.
Okay, he's on mediums, yeah.
Alright. Well, the race is really fun with all the weather, but unfortunately the pit stops made a bit of a gap between all the drivers, to be frank. So the closest battle we have is M. Doran being 3 seconds behind to Caribbean Crush. Unfortunately for him, M. Doran is on the hard tires, which is not favorable to the medium tires of Caribbean Crush, so catching him will be kind of tricky.
Yeah, but he might have an edge in terms of tire wear if he manages his rear tire temp well. Mediums can go to the end, but they will be on the edge.
Yeah, that's true. So if he can just stay with Caribbean Crush, then he might have a shot to catch him in the end.
And coming together sets the fastest lap on hard tires. So that can be a good indication.
It's quite interesting because I think the tires are still not up to the temperature yet, and the track temperature would be still not warm enough, let's just say, because the rain was on just recently and the rain stopped now.
Yeah, so Certec storms the fast lap also on the mediums.
So I'm on board with RDBs within a second from GT5 King. No DRS yet, but I'm sure that will happen in a bit for him. But he is closing the gap rather quickly. I hope for him that he can make those soft tires last to the end, but I don't think he will be able to do that one.
Unless if he look after the tires very well.
Yeah, but
it would be very interesting.
Yeah.
Interestingly, M. Doran is catching up Caribbean Crush. M. Doran is on hard and Caribbean Crush is on mediums.
Wow.
So that's a good drive from him.
That's really well. Well done, well Tempeers. That's the fastest lap of the race tonight.
And so does Comment again.
Yeah, the fastest lap. It's normal now because the track is drying up. So.
Oh yeah. It's just a matter of who is crossing the finish line. Well, RDB is getting it on with GT5 King.
Yeah, so as I was talking about the tires, I think for those who are on the hard tires may have the advantage at the moment, but as soon as the track temperature rises up, I think for those who are on the mediums could have the advantage for a bit.
Yeah, so the softer tires would tend to work a bit better with hotter temperatures.
Yeah, but Andoran, I'm impressed by his performance. He's keeping up with Caribbean Crush, and he's on the harder compound. So he's catching up in Sector 1 and Sector 2, and in Sector 3 he's losing time. So overall he's keeping up on a harder compound, which is a good drive, solid drive by him.
I'm on board with GT5 King and RDB. Well, my Dutch fellow Saisino Kouk, who is just cruising around
He's an AI. He's not the.
Well, that's really great. He went out of the way like you would, I think, the AI. But back to RDB.
Here lost control of this car there.
Nice lap by Andoran on the harder compound 123. That's a good time.
And certainly can't have a 123.
This track is.
So it looks like we're starting to see a lot of fastest lap times on the drivers, so this should be very interesting to watch.
So let's see if RDB can catch GT5 King again. Well, we'll still have an eye on the fight with M. Doran and Caribbean Crush. If they get any closer, then we'll have to switch to see if they can have a bit of a battle. So Tarek, we are watching RDB. Shall we go through the question of the day?
Yeah. Again, the question of the day is about Jim Clark. In which month did he win his last race? Actually, in which month was his last win? To put it in, my English is bad.
Well, we all understand you clear and fine, Tarek. It's all good to have you on board, and your English is pretty fine. Well, IDB is going a bit wide. Loses his 3/10 by having a bit of a slide at the end of a sharp left-hander, but it might put him just out of DRS range, which would be a bit unfortunate. Ooh.
Oh, Stimbadug has a time penalty now.
Yeah, I see
But
a
it
lot
doesn't
of
matter.
time penalties.
Just as I was saying, there is a battle for the lead going on. Coming to Get You has closed up the 10th here.
Wow.
And he's on the harder compound.
That's,
Interestingly.
Yeah, as for the moment he has the advantage, as I said, about the tires and the track temperature.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be that much of a difference because the mediums should go to get up to temperature faster than the hards. But the guys on the harder compound seem to be faster.
Yeah, and, I mean, for personal reference, the hard tires just don't really are not really a nice tire to race with. I mean, with battles, you always lack a bit of grip, and I mean they can be alright for a long time trial session for 20 laps, but for battling, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, actually, as I see, the fastest driver on the mediums is Serdar Karatepe, and he's catching Andorran like half a second a lap.
Wow.
Now he like 4 laps ago he he was like 5 seconds. Now he's 2.3. So Serdar Karatepe, I'm watching him now. He has soft tires, whereas on the dashboard he is on mediums. So I don't know if. Sorry for that glitch, but I don't know. I'm not sure if he's on softs or mediums.
On my
Maybe
screen,
he's on softs.
Yeah, on Surtec, it's got medium tires on my screen.
Okay, so he's putting up a decent race pace.
Yeah, and the gap between the Tempfair and Coming to Get You is getting a bit bigger again. Maybe Tempfair just made a mistake and is recovering from that now. I mean, the gap wasn't really that small.
Or he's managing his tires to go to the end.
Could be.
I think that's what he's mainly focusing on because he's very good at looking after the tires and knowing how to get to the end and go right to the limit.
Well, we're seeing another fastest lap from Serdar Karatepe. He is trying to have a flyer, and well, I mean, we have 11 laps left. Half a second a lap. You can go for something.
Yeah, we might see a fight between Andorran and Serdar towards the end, unless Serdar has to stop again.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Tempy is having a bit of trouble with the back markers, and that's a positive news for Coming to Get You, which allows him to have the chance to close the gap to Tempy, but I think Tempy is not going away to Get You.
Well, let's see another time penalty. Let's not look too much at the time penalties. I mean, we want to keep the racing pure, but we are seeing a lot of drivers who are struggling with track limits tonight.
Maybe you need to jump into Serdar because he's 1 second behind Andorran now.
Yeah, I'm with Serdar.
And Andorran is 1.5 seconds behind Caribbean Crash, so
yes.
We're gonna see a three-way fight.
Oh yes. Yeah, that will be very interesting. But regarding the track limits, you guys, why do you think they're really on the track limits? Is it just a loss of focus or being energetic about the race?
Maybe too excited, trying to brake late, overheating the tires, losing grip. Because the temperatures are still low. You can see that the track is gloomy, lots of clouds in the sky. It's overcast,
Yep.
so grip is tricky.
Oh yes.
Might be
now-
in the pits.
RDB because he fitted the socks, so he
Yes.
has the pit. He won't be able to go to.
Yeah. Well, but now he has 10 laps on his brand new soft tires to make up some ground. I mean, if he's battling guys on hards who are pretty used, I mean, I've experienced races where I lost, 3-4 seconds a lap, then it goes really fast.
Serdar has on the back straight has DRS, and he's now putting pressure on Andorran. Sorry.
Yes.
Will Amdorin prevail and keep his head down and not do any mistakes under pressure from a championship driver?
I hope
A
Femi doesn't
McLaren
go.
against Force India. Oh, Amdorin goes
Power
wide,
of
goes,
dreams.
and Sertak is gonna get him. He has DRS. Interestingly, will Amdorin do some late braking and go to the outside? Sertak got him, and Amdorin stays with him. Nice fight. Oh, a nice fight, nice fight. Wheel bumping. But Sertak gets him.
Well, don't speak too soon. Don't speak too soon.
On the switchback.
Oh, nice driving, guys. Amdorin is not giving up.
Don't speak too soon.
Amdorin.
No, a switchback maybe? No.
No, but maybe he can get it back if he stays with him in DRS. He can get him.
Yeah,
He just needs a good exit from the chicane.
Unfortunately for them, this battle lost them a second to Caribbean Crush. So Karatepe just needs to clear Amdorin and just make a bit of haste to Caribbean Crush. Well, coming to get you is 1.2 seconds away. The leader is pitting, guys. Leader is pitting.
That's very surprising.
Yeah, because I had doubt about the mediums going to the end. So the hardest compound will go to the end.
Yes.
And temporary that puts the softs. Maybe it's a practice thing. Anyways, it's a practice session for him.
Yeah, maybe.
For next week, so he's just trying to play around with strategy. We'll see how the tires go.
Yeah, to see if it pays off. Well, he needs to clear a few guys to be able to make any use of his soft tires.
Yeah, and Amdorin is still within a second of Sertak, so would Sertak pit again, or would he take his tires to the end? Because Amdorin is on the hardest compound, and now Tampere is joining the club.
Not only for Sertak, but Caribbean Crush too.
Tampere is joining the fight. It's gonna be a threesome.
This is a family show, Roadrunner. What's your language?
A fight. I'm talking about a fight. It's not something else.
Right.
Don't ask on your folks.
Then it's just me then. All right.
Okay, a three-way fight.
Yes.
Better now. Apologies for
having some trouble with the back markers.
Oh, there was a Sauber going from left to right. I think that was a back.
It's a ghost.
Alright, Tampere is having a look to attack Amdorin on his new tires. Let's see if he has any setup to make an attack, but not really, to be honest.
I think that the second position is not yet sealed. It's a four-way fight. Tampere, Amdorin, Sertak, and Caribbean. And Tampere has made a move.
Easy.
I think Amdorin said, let's not fight, and I'm gonna drive behind him and let him pull me away.
Oh yeah, they're just slowing each other down. If they keep fighting, they lose both if they decide to have a ball.
Sertak is having a look at Caribbean. He's less than half a second. In 3 times, would he, I think he's gonna wait for the straight. No, he's doing it now. No, he backed up. No.
This is not great news for Sertak because now as Tampere is close behind Sertak, he needs to get past Caribbean fast. Otherwise, he could be trouble overtaking him as Tampere might want to try and attempt to overtake Sertak.
Weaving guys.
One direction move. One direction move. Not.
Well, they
he nearly touched him.
Yeah, we might have to call Charlie, but let's not do that after USA in the real Grand Prix. So
Tempfear got him. Tempfear
Yes.
got him.
Well, don't speak too soon. Again. Oh yes, he got him. Neatly moved.
He got him,
neatly
he got him.
moved. Really well done.
Fresh
Yeah,
soft
so
tires.
yeah, sorry about that. So all Sartic can do now is stay behind him so that he can overtake Carapine.
Yeah, but
We've got 3 cars with DRS. Oh my god, that's one hell of a fight.
RGB just left the session.
Sartic,
unfortunately.
Oh,
Oh,
Sartic.
Tempfear! That's
Tempfear lost
unfortunate.
it.
oh dear.
He
Not
jumped the
very
curb.
well.
He jumped the curb. All lost now. Now it's again a 3-way fight.
Yeah, as I was saying before that moment, Sartic was going to retake third place from Tempfear, but obviously that didn't go to plan.
I think Amdoran didn't give up yet. He still has the hardest compound and the better tire. Certec tires and Caribbean Crush tires are almost done now, with 5 laps to go. So we'll see what's gonna happen.
Hang on a minute, in my view, Caribbean Crush is on the intermediate tires.
No. Come on.
That's a bit silly to go to the ins and
Another
outs.
game glitch.
Yeah, clearly a game glitch.
Ooh, this Certicar Tepe is getting a lot of pressure on the Ferrari of Caribbean Crush. He's not done yet. They're locking up. They're going side by side. Certicar Tepe is being pushed wide. He will not be happy with that. He will be on the radio. He pushed me off the track. He pushed me off the track. But we're not listening to him right now. He doesn't have Charlie to clear his dirty laundry. He needs to make a move himself right now. Well, the corner's being cut by Certic, by Caribbean Crush. Let's go to the main straight. Let's see who has DRS, who doesn't.
Certec and Amdoran have DRS. Oh my god. What's gonna happen?
This could be 3-2-0. Sartic tapping to go around the outside, and he looks like he done the move, so great stuff for the McLaren driver.
Amdoran now. It's Amdoran's turn.
Don't speak too soon. Who is blocking off? Gartep is blocking off. They start. This can't go well. Keep each other alive. Keep each other alive. Oh, gentlemen.
dancing.
Still
Gentlemen.
side by side. Oh no.
They're dancing.
And there's
They're dancing
Tempfear going
together.
into the mix. He's going on the outside, but he's going into the front.
Tempfear's red also.
He will be fuming. He will not
I
be
think
happy
Caribbean
with
has
this
done a
one.
very ambitious move on Certic, and I don't think he'll be happy with that.
He's got gravel on his tires, gravel in his heart with the contestants tonight. We'll go back to the action with Certicar Tepe, who is never gonna launch on Caribbean Crush. He's going sideways. He's doing everything he can to attack Caribbean Crush, and Amdoran is laughing because he is 5 seconds clear of Caribbean Crush with his hard tires. Oh, there's a big move. No, but he will be
That
laughing.
makes Caribbean Crush life easy, as he can now just take it easy now and look after the tires.
Yeah, but I think Certec didn't give up yet.
No.
I'm happy for
sorry.
Amdoran. It was a very nice scenery to
Whoa!
watch him. But I know Certec does the
He-
lunge.
That's just, yeah, he did it to himself, to be honest.
That's a Ricardo
Yeah.
move.
Yeah,
He's
but
really desperate now because he wants revenge, I think.
oh yeah, he got steam out of his ears. I do not want to be next to him in his. I'm having a bit of a pity for his race engineer. He will probably have a lot of bad words on the radio at the moment with his pit engineer.
Bad Turkish words.
Yes.
Nobody will understand anything he says.
Let's get back to the action and let's not get carried away with
We're going to see another time.
words. And let's keep it to racing. So we got Certicar Tepe doing everything he can to put pressure on Caribbean Crush. They're both having worn tires. So it's a bit like going into the intermediate there, having a drifting contest.
Guys, I think we need to jump into a reserves fight, Slimbo Dude and Danny Railton. Danny is within half a second of Slimbo Dude. So that's set for second and third for the reserves podium finish.
Oh yes.
Yes, this is about the second place in the reserve.
2 laps to go. Will Danny Railton do anything? Do a lunge, late braking? A Verstappen move on Slimbo? No, I think he has DRS, but Danny Railton's, Slimbo Dude's exit from the last chicane, the penultimate corner is very good, so he's good on traction.
I have to interrupt there for a minute, but Sertic Katepe is now right behind Caribbean Cross, and I think he's going to good move now into the DRS.
He just got a bit of a brake test on that corner to the right side. Who is going on a Ricciardo move? Does he stick? Yeah, the Caribbean Cross is letting the door open.
Danny Railton,
He's taking no prisoners.
Danny Railton is side by side with Slimbo Dude. Oh my god. And Danny Railton overtakes Slimbo Dude going into the fast right-hander, the blind right-hander. Nice move from Danny Railton. But Slimbo Dude will not raise the white flag, and he's gonna do a comeback. He's still within half a second.
So if you can have a look on those two guys, keep us informed, and have a look at Sertic Katepe on his fight with the Caribbean Crash. He's looking to cross to the inside. Caribbean Crash is blocking him. He saw that move coming, so there's nothing Sertic can do at the moment. Well, we're not paying attention. It's only 2 laps left.
Katepe on the inside, diving, and he managed to overtake Caribbean into third.
Yeah, and if they're not careful, if they battle too hard, then even GT5 King is going into the mix.
Very interesting. This will be very interesting.
I think Slimbo Dude gave up. He is now 1.5 seconds behind Danny Railton. Or maybe he's waiting for penalties to apply, and he might overtake him with penalties.
Yeah, maybe a race engineer is watching the stream and having a notebook and writing down who's got penalties.
Meanwhile, we're on the final lap now, and this could be GT5 King's opportunity to overtake Caribbean, or maybe Sertic as well. Or for Caribbean, he could try and retake third place for Sertic. I think.
Well, got a 3-second penalty doing that. It got a little bit harder for him.
Definitely makes life harder for him.
Yeah. I don't think anyone got disqualified yet for all the corner cuts, but anything is still possible.
As we're watching the race leader coming to get here, he's on the last final corner right now, and he's about to take the checkered flag now at Barcelona, and another win for reserves.
Really well done. Well, we're having a look at GT5 King. They're going still side by side. They're not letting each other live. They're pushing each other through the corners, so to speak. One final move, does he do it? Going defensive. Well, Slimbo Dude gets another penalty.
Meanwhile, M. Dawn comes on to take second, which I think he's a reserve.
Yeah, M. Dawn is a reserve, so it's a win for M. Dawn.
Yeah,
well done to him. Well, Danny Railton is going home in P7 at the moment. We still have to wait for the final results, of course. I mean, we know there are a lot of penalties, so we have to see what that does to the final results. Slimbo Dude, he's weaving. Oh, he seems to be happy. Oh, he's got a flat
He's a
tire.
puncher too.
Ooh. That's unfortunate for him while his head shakes from having a puncture. Alright, let's see. Well, let's have a look at the final results to see who we've got to interview tonight.
No, actually, it's just champagne first.
Of course. How can I forget?
And a nice race by Endoran, very nice race.
Oh yes, stellar drive and just battling whoever comes across him and not picking up any damage. It's really well done. Well, he left the session. Let's hope he is available to be an asked
Let's
some
hope he's still
questions.
around us.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, there are a few guys who left. So Doran is still in P2. Then the next one is let's see, Danny Railton and Slimbo Dude, I think.
Yeah. The only reserves left actually.
So can you guys invite them to our party chat? Or I think I'm the other party chat, right? Or no, I joined you. So can you guys invite our podium?
Yeah, I'm gonna handle that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll do the same too. Okay.
So I think the podium sitters are being invited to a podium. So guys, I think we saw a spectacular race. Of course, the first half being helped by the weather, and then some stellar driving from our reserve drivers. I think we can be proud on what we've seen today.
Yeah, especially Endoran.
Oh yes.
He's gonna be a happy Irish.
Oh yes. Let's ask him some serious questions about his race in a bit if he is able to join us.
Invites are out.
All right. Let's give them a minute to join us. I'm sure our viewers are happy to hear a bit about the race. So in the meantime, shall we go to question of the day for one last time?
Yeah, it's about Jim Clark. In which month did Jim Clark have his last win?
All right. That's an interesting question. No googling around, no googling allowed, of course. That would make things a bit less interesting. But we'll see who gets it right this week for the honor of getting it right. Do we have any contestants in?
Yeah, Slimbo's in.
Dude. Ah, right.
Let's see, we'll wait for a little bit before we start the podium interview.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice reserve race. We can expect something next week.
So Slimbo Dude, welcome to our party. We're still waiting for two. We give them a few more seconds to join us. So yeah, at first congratulations, of course. So we'll get to you shortly. Was it fun driving around in the wet conditions?
Moderately.
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 Yeah. It wasn't like Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift for you?
Sadly not.
Hmm.
You love that movie, Neil, eh?
Well, love. What is love? But yeah, I think I mentioned it a few times. I saw the first movie, I think a few weeks ago. Maybe that's why I mentioned it.
Okay, I think we can start with Slimbo
Yes.
for the podium questions until the other guys join.
Mm-hmm.
Niels, you have the honors to ask the first question.
So thank you very much. So Slimbo Dude, welcome to our podium interview. Of course, congratulations on your podium. Can you talk us through your race for a bit and how you experienced it?
Um, well, obviously, like the wet starts threw things up in the air a bit. Like, I decided to run my dry setup, seeing as I knew it would dry out at some point. So I took the risk and somewhat paid off. The start of my race was a bit of a mess. I got a poor start and just couldn't keep it on the road and just made a few mistakes that didn't need to go. So I was just trying to focus on coming back through, and eighth was the best I could do.
All right. Well, thanks for explaining. And so for your, I don't know what the setup screen said before the race, but did the rain come soon enough for you compared to what you expected? Or the dry?
It came earlier than I thought it would, because I thought it would come around halfway, and it came fairly soon-ish. Um, so I was surprised and misjudged the turn point.
Yeah, because from our perspective, it just seemed to get a little less rainy towards the middle, and then suddenly everybody went to the pits, and then there was no grip for anyone on Inters a lap later. Did you experience it that way?
Yeah, it was more towards the end of the lap where
Hmm.
the rain actually stopped, but I was experiencing lack of grip throughout the lap, and it wasn't fun to drive.
Yeah, so it wasn't the most comfortable lap for you at that time.
No,
All right,
catching
and
the car too much for my liking.
all right. And of course, you're driving now in the reserves league. Are you, if a opportunity presents itself, would you like to come over to the series or the championship?
Definitely, like earlier in the season, racing in the first few races was one hell of an experience and was a challenge.
Yeah.
So I would definitely like to go back.
All right, that's good to hear. Good to hear that you have ambition to grow as a driver and get faster. So Tarek, do you have another question for Slimbo Dude?
Yeah, congratulations, Limbo, for your drive today on your podium. You had a nice fight with Danny Railton towards the end. Can you talk us through it? Because it was a bit tense going a couple of corners side by side.
Mm. I wasn't expecting the battle go on for long. I knew it was catching me, and I knew towards the end of the race it would be close. So I was just preparing myself for it. The actual battle itself, though, was tough because my tires were like at like 70-80% where and I was trying to give him a fight, but try to keep my tires alive towards the end.
Yeah, you went to mediums as we saw, and as you mentioned, the tires were at 75-78%. If you would repeat that race, would you go to hard compound or would you stick with mediums?
I think I would go to hard tires. Um, just you can push them longer, and the mediums only just lasted. So yeah, definitely go for hards.
Okay, that's it for me. We've sent invites to Andoran and then Railton, but unfortunately they didn't join, and we've lost Ethan also in the comeback.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I saw. So Yes, just the three of us. We had a question of the day beforehand. I think yeah, let's do it one more time for you, because I assume that you don't know yet what the question of the day was.
No.
All right. So
Okay. The
one more time.
question is, okay, the question is, yeah, I'm sure you've heard of Jim Clark.
Yes, yes.
Do you know in which month did he get his last win?
I don't know, but I could have a guess and say July.
Uh,
Okay. Let's
are you sure?
That's a hint.
Yeah. Well, uh,
Okay. Do we have any answers on the YouTube chat,
Uh,
Niels?
I'm having a look right now on the chat. I don't see anyone who made a guess. To be honest, I'm having a look now. I just put in the chat any guesses, but I don't know if anyone sees that in time because I just messaged well, my English is really great. I just sent a message just now, so I think that's a little bit too late. No, I don't see anyone who was in the hurry to get to get an answer out. Shall we just go to the answer then?
Yeah, I don't think anybody will guess it because even
No.
Google will not give you an answer.
Ooh,
It
those are
was,
the good ones.
yeah, it was in South Africa in December 1968. Back at that times, they used to do races in December. So he got his last win in South Africa circuit in December 1968.
Wow. That's really scary to think. I mean, still in December, that there are races. I mean, now it's already a long season going through to November. But well, thank you for your question. Yeah, once again, I think we are done with the interviews, as the other two podium sitters are not here. Shall we end it for tonight, Tarek?
Yeah, you can wrap it up.
All right.
Congratulations to the podium finishers and to Slimbo. Good race, nice fights.
All right. Oh, I see you coming to get ya. Send in June to our question of the day. Unfortunately, it was not right, as we heard. It was December. So we are now this tonight was the reserves. So next week on Wednesday we got the championship, which is non-assisted racing for the fast guys out there. And on the Thursday we got the series, which is kind of the same league, but with drivers who use assists to battle each other. So for tonight, I wish everybody a good night. Thank you for so much for watching. Thank you, Evan Roadrunner and Breaking Clays for commentating with me. It was a bit of a hurry, and of course, Libadut, congratulations again, and thank you to all the drivers for putting up a great show. So all the viewers, have a good night, and see you next time.